Weight and significance, I told that, you first you will check the outer weight. So if you see the outer weight is rate means not less than 0.05, don't worry, you have the last option, you will check that time outer loading. If you say that outer loading p-value is green, then you are safe. Means your formative measurement model also has been established. And now the structural model. So in structural model, as already we know, there are 5 steps, but here you can see more steps. But basically, if you come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, enough. Rest of the things, it's not mandatory. Okay. So basically, we do this. Assessment of goodness of fitness, that's also we used to do. But basically, if you see the article and PhD thesis, you will see these are the 5 steps basically. And you saw in my first slide also, I showed up to 5. And in my PhD thesis also, I calculated up to 5. Again, in assessment of collinearity issues, basically we used to check the BIF. The criteria is same. BIF value should be less than 5 or 3.3. In that case, as it is structural model, now it will be inner BIF. If it is measurement model, it's supposed to be outer BIF. You have to keep in mind. Assessment of path coefficient, basically in the software, it is calculated by the bootstrapping. Path coefficient, basically you give the hypothesis result. What is the one of the main objectives, you can say, of our structural model assessment? The hypothesis result. Same calculation will give you the moderating result as well as the mediating result from the assessment of path coefficient. And third is the assessment of R square and R square adjusted. Basically, already I showed in the first slide. So I think already I have discussed these are the things. R square value, basically it is giving the, as I said, explanatory power of your model. It is in sample explanatory power and Q square is the out sample predictive power. So R square value already I told you. When you will say that your measurement model is, your explanatory power of the model is substantial, moderate, or weak. So these are the already. I think it was not in my first slide, so that's why, but it is there. But I shared. I think I discussed that time also. In 1998, was 607.0.33 or 0.19. This is one source, and I think that's you understood. And this is the higher atom. Okay. Again, the thing is, do you think that if my R square value is 0.75 means my research is very good? You should not claim like that. R square value, again, it will depend on the context of the research. Means your work, your research model or your research is on consumer behavior, like especially in our management, in your business side. If I say that your research is in maybe management, one result will come. If it is marketing, R square value also will, maybe it will different. So again, it is depend on the nature of the research especially. And I think that this is very simple. And already I discussed also the assessment of F square. Basically, F square means, I told that, here see, you have three independent variable. I told that basically in this step, we want to see the assessment of effect size allows the researchers to observe the effect of each exogenous construct on endogenous construct. Same thing already I told at the beginning. That means maybe in our cases, I will show a research model. We have organizational support and the top management commitment on work-life balance. So we'll see which top management commitment has a more influence or the organizational support has more influence. So that is the main objective to test the effect size, means F square. And finally, blindfolding predictive relevance. So see in SmartPLS 4, you will not get the blindfolding option. Now we will get the PLS predict. Okay, so this is the old slide, so that's why the same word. You know that now the latest version, the SmartPLS 4, basically it is came in the last year, end of last year. I think at the middle of the last year. So the same thing, I told that Q square value should be greater than 0. You are safe. Your model has the predictive power, and under that you have to do another test, that is PLS predict. That is little bit difficult, but that's why and that is upper level. If you don't show the PLS predict, your research also is okay. If you see the article, I think still you will get more than 80% article doesn't have the PLS predict. They should, as I said, PLS predict is the latest edition in the SmartPLS. So you will see they may be short up to Q square only. Again, one slide, see these are the how we will report that in the whole structural model assessment. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is first steps, polynomial issues BIF. Second steps, path coefficient, basically the hypothesis result based on the p-value. P-value should be significant. That means it should be smaller than 0.05. Third is the R square value. R square value means basically it is for the dependent variables. It is for the dependent variables, and R square value tells about the explanatory power of the model. And number 4 is the F square. F square is how much effect, means the independent variable, one particular independent variable, how it is affecting or how much effect has on the dependent variable. That is measured by the F square. And finally the Q square. Q square value, it is the outsample predictive power. Outsample predictive power, basically it says if the predictive power means in future how it may affect. So again, these are the assessment criteria. So I think already I told, discussed. Let me check the again time. Yes, we'll go for the practical now. Very soon. Yes. This is the 𝐷𝐸 network. So of course, I should acknowledge they are the boss. They are the boss means 𝐷𝐸 network. So actually, they are the pioneer of SmartPLS. You can say they are the developer also. So of course, I should acknowledge their contribution. Here I can see my co-supervisor picture also. He is my co-supervisor, 𝐒𝐲𝐬𝐬. So I am, Alhamdulillah, I am very lucky. My co-supervisor also is working with who are the running this software right now. Like I'll show the article. So he is the co-author of most of the SmartPLS article with Joseph Fire, Marco, Christian Ringel in Malaysia. Tiramaya, Hiramting, okay, Francis Chi. So, Alhamdulillah. So, maybe I got the latest knowledge from my co-supervisor, Dr. 𝐶 especially regarding the SmartPLS. And thank you. So, I think that is end of my short presentation.